This is the Caline time-space delay. Caline. It is CP-17. The time-space echo delay. Very interesting. The echo delay part. Of course, I don't think my camera's picking that up. But you got your basic, I think it's 600 plus milliseconds. You've got your mix, your repeat, and your time. Now, I had one of these before. I've demoed one of these before. But let's just have another go at it, just for grins. This is another one of those pedals that I sold and then regretted having done so. This has been, when I had it, it was a real workhorse delay. So what happened with the Caline was I got that power supply, and foolishly, I'm more of a doer than a reader of the manual. Imagine that. So I plugged it in. I used it for a couple hours. Everything seemed normal, really, until I started getting some really weird reactions out of the pedals, like the puffer fuzz. It was just fizzing out. That should have kind of been a warning. Like, I thought I had maybe a bad pedal, so I thought I would go back to it later. I had a bunch of pedals to work through, you know, just taking them out of the box and playing through them. And a couple more pedals down the line, and I started getting this noise, and I just started thinking I had a lot of bad pedals. But then I looked at the power supply and realized I had been running in 230 volt mode for about 2 or 3 hours. So the thing is, I had 12 pedals. They're all fine. There's 3 of them I haven't even unboxed yet. I'm trying to catch up on all the demos I made, and then I'm having to redo. By the way, I'm playing through the PV right now with just a little bit of breakup on the lead channel. PV Bandit, Spanky guitar. This may be the most resonant of the Spanky guitars. I don't know. It seems like it. A couple of others seem that they're in the neighborhood. And it could all just be psychoacoustics. You never know. So anyway, I had that fiasco with the 230 volt. All the pedals are fine. I think that maybe if the situation were reversed, like if I were living in Europe and I had plugged it in as 115 volt on a 230 volt socket, that I might have really had problems. I don't know. That's my best guess. I do not know electronics. I know enough probably to get into trouble. Just enough to be dangerous, as they might say. That's why I stick with 9 volt circuits. I'd really have to bear down and concentrate if I were ever to try to build guitar amplifiers or something. I mean, 9 volt is dangerous enough. You can have a diode blow up in your hand, practically, or catch fire. So 9 volt DC is about as far as I want to go at this point. Maybe 12 or 18 volt. Okay, so I'm rambling on. I had a fiasco with the power supply. My bad. The pedals are okay, but there was one pedal, and I don't tend to think that it was the power supply that caused a problem with this pedal. I think it had a broken solder connection to its foot switch. I might have to get in there and investigate. I had a commenter on another video, a Caline video, say that they had to get into a pedal and solder something, and then it was okay. So I'm figuring at this point, what the heck? There's no way I'm shipping anything back to China. And to be clear, I do not believe that they owe me anything as far as that power supply is concerned. That is on me. It's been kind of a fiasco week, but we just keep trying, like the Bad News Bears or something. Without Tatum O'Neal, though. I mean, she's out there somewhere, but she's not here. Boy, I used to have such a crush on Tatum O'Neal, Paper Moon and all that. What were they all? Scott Baio, Jodie Foster, Tatum O'Neal, they were all in that Bugsy Malone. Some of you older folks know what I'm talking about. It was this gangster movie of these 12 and 13-year-old, 14, 15-year-old actors and actresses that their little guns shot, marshmallows. Okay. Anyway, you know, you just got to keep trying no matter what, right? Maybe at some point you give up and then regroup, but this isn't the time in my life for me. I'm just saying it's been kind of up and down, like a fiasco week. Well, I'm playing through the PV. I've got a little slapback delay. This is really a time-space delay video. I'm just saying I had an order of 12 Calines and 11 of them came out. Well, I know about 8 of them so far. They're all good. I haven't unboxed 3 of them, but I'm guessing that they will all be good. I think I had a broken switch on one. It was a boost pedal, so I'm not going to demo that until I figure out what's going on. I'm actually just trying to get back to 4 days ago when I received the package, ran downstairs, didn't read the manual, plugged the power supply in and started making pedal videos. Oh, coffee. Okay, let me catch up. Whew. Calm down now. Yeah, I might have sort of an Asperger's or something. Asperger's. I honestly don't know. I've had people saying, "You're stoned, man. Could you please not make, you know," the last comment was, for the sake of all of us, you know, don't be so stoned. Don't be stoned. Well, you're both wrong. I wasn't stoned in any of the videos people said I was stoned in. And I have a halting way of speech. Anyway, we've sort of got a slapback thing going here. See if we can make it a little more pronounced. Well, I'm not getting anything. I think it'll show up in the mic. The other day I made a music video with this setting, and it was really apparent in the recording. And well, I had headphones on. It's kind of hard to hear myself when I'm making those. When I'm listening to the mix, it's more of I try to get enough volume that I can sort of feel what's going on. I'm listening to a mix, and I try to get enough volume in the amplifier behind me so I can kind of feel what's going on. There it is. There's that slapback, clear, clear and present, but probably not dangerous. Like a bathtub, right? I had a college professor. He was brilliant. Someone had described him as being outstanding in his field. And I said, well, what field is that? And the guy said, left field. Because the professor, he's a great guy. I can still see his face. He was a really great guy. But the thing is, he tended to book himself for meetings with multiple people at the same time. So he sort of had this habit, if memory serves, of disappointing people. That's the slapback. I guess we're supposed to play some blues riffs. Although that's a ridiculous amount of slapback, I'll be honest with you. Anyway, I use the slapback a little bit. I used it by accident the other day. I was loading up, well, I had to go to work. I needed something, one more song I could record before work. And I thought, okay, I'm going to load up a blues tune. I'm going to jam out on some blues. And then with ADD or whatever it is that's going on in my brain, I set the phaser to stun. No, I set the pedal to a slapback setting. And then I proceeded to forget that I was loading a blues tune, and I saw World War IV, and I thought, well, that's a short one, and I think I can play through that real quick. So I ended up recording World War IV with a slapback, and then as I got back from work and I started mixing it down, I was like, whoa, what is that? That might actually work with this song, I don't know. Anyway, let's try some other settings. Heck, since we did a slapback, why don't we go clear to the other edge, the 600 millisecond setting of this. This is an incredible delay. This is another one of those Calines. This is one of those Calines that I regretted having sold. Trying to play in G sharp minor. I'm like getting lost because that's really unfamiliar. It's like that same professor was saying to you in your practice habits, and this probably applies for the keys that you like, or the positions that you like on the guitar, the fret positions. he used to say in your practice habits that you wear a path that's like a mule, and they used to wear a path called a rut, literally a rut. A mule would wear a rut, and a mule trail would go along the rut. So if you practice sloppy and kept making the same mistake over and over again, then that's how your performances would be. I mean, that's one aspect of practice. The other one is, I had another guy tell me, a guitar instructor, you got to play through it at full speed even if you're making mistakes. Play through it slow, get it right, and then play through it at full speed, push, and your body will figure it out in your off time when you come back. So there's something to be said for that too. Anyway, I get into a rut with keys. I use a lot of E minor and A minor, or G major and C major, you know. I don't use a lot of B minor like I used to. D major. So let's see, we have F sharp minor, which is your 5 in your B natural minor, your 3 in your D major. And you have your E major. So now we have 3 sharps in our key signature, because we're in F sharp major, F sharp minor, which would be A major. Now the cool thing about F sharp, that's another one that I probably could use more of, is that you have that E major that everybody knows E major, right? If you're in F sharp natural minor, then your E major is your 7th chord, so you get this. So that would be D major, E major, F sharp minor. Like your 6 major in a natural minor key. But your 7th would be a major 7th instead of a minor 7th, so if you went to D major, you'd use a minor 7th. A regular E7. So technically that G is not in the key. But here's something that's interesting. The A and the E are in the key of F sharp. Of the 7th, the major chord that is the 7th note of the scale, the E major. So you can use the B and the E. As you walk your way up the scale, now the G doesn't really fit in the key, so you use an F sharp. G sharp. There's your E major. The 7th chord of the F sharp, F march, F sharp minor, F march, shiner. So with the delay, in this sort of fashion, sort of gives it that dun 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 dun. F sharp minor is a fascinating key, but A minor and E minor are like bread and butter, right? So C sharp minor would be like way out, way out, man. C sharp minor. You can still use that B and that A. Mistake. You don't have any D, it's a D sharp. the E works. There we go. Well, this sort of sounds like the thing I was playing in D major a minute ago, but I'm in C sharp, E major. Of course, E major would go in C sharp minor, yes. See if I can get it. The delay a little bit, but turn up the repeats. So our 5 chord, a major chord with a minor 7th in C sharp minor, is G sharp. Okay, then our 5 chord in the C sharp minor, natural minor, is a G minor. So let's go to F sharp for our 4. Now I'm back to G sharp that I was talking about when I started this tangent. Right around the 9th fret, you can actually get a G sharp minor. And then down here on the 2nd, you can get an F sharp minor. Or not. I think, in my experience, every guitar is different as to exactly where these harmonics are and which ones will stand out better. Lately, I've had a lot of luck with just B minor. Right, D major. It's an inverted D major. Or is it? Yes, it has the 5 in its root. And the B minor has a 3 in its root. So that these minor chords I speak of on the top 3 strings, they have a 3 in their root. So I'm just inverting chords all over the place and not bothering to tell anybody, but you can get the gist. Now what they teach you when you start playing guitar is, so you got your 7th fret, your 9th fret, or 5th fret and 7th fret, excuse me. Right, and then you got your you can grab harmonics from up here. Sounds like waves, like a radio broadcast going off into space as it decays. Your mileage may vary. Anyway, I didn't know where I was going with that. I wanted to play around with the delay a little bit. Alright, the Caline time-space echo delay. Now it could have been a time delay, a space delay. It could have been a time echo, a space echo. But no, it's quadruple. Time, space, echo, delay. Anyway, this is a fantastic workhorse. This is another one of those pedals I didn't, I was sad that I had sold it, so. I was sad at having sold it, so. Honestly, it's one of the best delays that I've had. It's just, now your mileage may vary. I don't want to be an advocate for any of these products, honestly, because I'm not a spokesman for any of these companies. Now I could tell you, oh, go buy this, like if they were giving me a little kickback, like free pedals or cash or whatever, but nope, I bought all these pedals on my own. So I'm telling you what I think, and I like these pedals. I like this brand. Well, that's just a real nice. Listen to that. That's just so nice. Your mileage may vary, of course.